What? I actually got the biggest prize? Wow, that is taken forever. There we go, the free Pinakani light cone for Nihility. Yes! It is time once again to use a maxed out character, and today is going to be Black Swan, the newest 5-star in Honkai Star Rail, and right before Sparkle comes out, I wanted to use her at her utmost potential. So I've already showed off this amazing Black Swan build, but I'll do a quick refresher here in case you did not see that. It is a really decent build. The attack is at a whopping 4100, which is extremely high, definitely higher than any of my dot characters. The speed is the low point though. Like I feel like 127 on a Black Swan could just be a little bit higher. Even mine is at like 134, I believe, but the effect hit rate is at 127, meaning that she will be getting the max attack percent benefits, and that's due in part to the fact that this is an S5 Reforged Remembrance, her signature light cone, giving 60% effect hit rate, which makes sense why that attack is so high now, because they're definitely running an attack percent body. She also gets an increased 9% attack and ignores 10% of the target's defense. The traces are all maxed out and even at level 12. The best build for her as well: 4-piece Prisoner in Deep Confinement and 2-piece Firmament Frontline Glammet. This is a really good combination together, and it's exactly what I'm using on my own Black Swan. And there we have it, maxed out Eidolons. E1, while she's active, enemies afflicted with wind shear, bleed, bird, or shock will have their corresponding wind, physical, fire, lightning res respectively reduced by 25%. That is really good, on top of the defense shred that she's already doing with her light cone. For E2, when an enemy target afflicted with Arcana is defeated, there's a 100% base chance of inflicting 6 stacks on the targets next to it. So you're gonna make sure that there's a lot of Arcana stacks all together on enemies, even if you kill off one, which is really good. E4, while in the Epiphany state, enemies targets have their effect resistance reduced even further, which is actually pretty crazy. Energy regeneration can only trigger up to 1 time, but that's good for getting her ult back extremely quickly, so that's a nice E4. And then last but not least, E6, when an enemy target gets attacked by her allies, she has a 65% base chance of inflicting Arcana, so that goes nice with E2. And there's a 50% chance to additionally increase the number of Arcana stacks. Wow. These Eidolons are actually really good for her kit, adds to that dot capabilities because Arcana is so infused into her kit. But yeah, what can I say? This is by far the best Black Swan that I've found, so let's see how she does. I said this in my new Memory of Chaos video, but the Pinakani enemies in particular go really well against Black Swan, Kafka, and even some fire characters, and even the physical ones as well. But Black Swan definitely makes short work of them with her Arcana stack. I've been looking very forward to getting my hands on this character because Black Swan is one of my favorite dot characters in the game now. Not only does she pair well with dots we've already had in the game, but with Kafka in particular, which is of course the queen, so that's really nice. Okay, I'm already noticing an increase here. That was a pretty fast wave, but I mean, even I usually get through that pretty quickly. But being able to put so many more Arcana stacks onto the enemies with her Eidolons is really good, actually. And I'm noticing the energy regeneration's a little higher too. Like, I am very close to the ult. Oh my gosh, that was a big Arcana explosion. That was really, really good. Wow, that thing didn't even get a chance to attack. So I'd love to take her up against Phantilia because of the wind and also the lightning weakness there, so I think her and Kafka will do pretty well against this. But I think having her here with Ron May is really decent too, because not only are you going to be able to break the weakness, but with Ron May's ult, you're also going to have that increased resistance on top of what this Black Swan's already bringing to the table, so the enemies are just going to be a lot more paper thin than normal. Wow, that Arcana stack alone almost just killed, and we didn't even apply it. These things can't stay up for much. They don't have a lot of uptime because of Black Swan being able to get through like that. The only thing I don't like about this Black Swan, right, is like I said, the speed is very low. If you're gonna run Frontline Glammet, you want it to be higher than that. And on top of that, I mean, she's not really getting turns in as quickly as my Black Swan that I'm used to. But wow, even just one little stack of Arcana almost killed Phantilia, so that's really, really good, of course. There we go. Let's move on to the last one. I wonder if I can get the stacks all the way up to 50 though. Let's call it Don Hung and by Relune there. Okay, and then we will come in with this. Wow, we're so close to the ult. Honestly, I'm a little surprised with that. With the energy regeneration that we're getting, I'm surprised that I'm not getting the ult as quickly. There we go, 128 just casually there. Okay, all right, let's use the ult now, and then we can come on in with Kafka, and this is gonna break everybody. That's why I love Black Swan so much, while also applying all of those Arcana stacks. And when she's eliminating them, as you can see, the Arcana stacks went up on Fantelia because that's part of the boost that she's getting when she eliminates a target. The adjacent ones get the Arcana stacks on them, which is really, really good. So I feel pretty confident that Fantelia's probably gonna die here, but we might as well just kill off the last Buddy Bloom then, so it applies even more stacks. And she's at 30. She nearly died right there. That is insane amounts of Arcana application. And there we go. That was extremely quick. I barely had to do anything because Black Swan stacks just did the majority of the damage. And I didn't even have to focus on Fantelia herself, which is really important for this boss if you want to get your skill points back. So that was a really good situation for her buffs. All right, let's finish it off with the last boss fight, which also has a wind weakness. I think she's going to be taking care of it quite efficiently, but we're going to bring Kafka along just in case. So if we are able to kill off the side ones, it will put the main Arcana stacks on the middle one, which is really good. But there's still a chance, like right there when we attack with, because of her E6, that we're able to apply Arcana anyway, which is nice. She doesn't even have to be moving. We can just do it for her. Like right there, we can just apply it even though she hasn't gotten a turn yet, which is extremely nice. I think the Eidolons just make it a lot more simple to use her, where you don't have to worry about her turn coming back. Maybe that's why even having the speed so low, but I still think that should be higher. So we'll come in with this, and then I'll use Black Swan's E, followed up with her ult, and that shredded the defense right there, which is even better. And then follow up with Kafka, who can also apply even more, hopefully here. Yep, there we go. And everything's broken. Wow, their synergy together is amazing, but it's crazy how strong this is at E6 on Black Swan. I'm actually really impressed. There we have it, E6 maxed out Black Swan. I had a lot of fun using this character, and I'm definitely going to be having her on my support list from now on and just make short work of every single boss enemy in the game so far. As far as Echo of War goes along, I hope we get Sam soon. I think Echo of War Sam would be really nice for a showcase with Black Swan. It actually makes me want to make my Black Swan even stronger, so I'm gonna keep trying to improve on her relics. But let me know what you guys thought of this Black Swan. I'm excited for Sparkle to drop in less than a day from now, which is really, really cool. I can't wait to see if she's gonna have good pairings with some of the characters that I already have on my account. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.